Yo, what's up guys, Teacher Paul over here, and today I'm gonna do something different for y'all. So, here's the deal. I haven't drunk any water for the past 24 hours. You can see that by my lips and my tongue. So I've been doing a water fast for the past 24 hours. I started yesterday around 10 and it's 9:40 right now. And the whole deal here is that I have all this water in front of me and I cannot drink them for the next 30 minutes. So it's a 30-minute tease. It's an experiment that I'm gonna try out with water, and since I haven't drunk any water, I also have not eaten any food. So I haven't eaten or drunk anything for the past 24 hours. And the experiment is how my body reacts, or how I react with having these options in front of me. So the challenge here is to not drink water despite being thirsty. I am very thirsty, I am hungry, and I have all of this in front of me, but I can't do anything about it for the next 30 minutes. And let's see how I do. To make it even more difficult, I am gonna open a few of these just for the satisfaction of having it open and so close at hand's reach. But I can't do anything about it, that's the whole deal. And I can feel, I am very thirsty right now, and I can feel my mouth salivating, and my throat is dry, my lips are dry. I might have to stand up and try to show you, but this is gonna be fun, and I'm gonna see how my body reacts. And if you are fasting as well, then you can join me and see how your body reacts and see how you react. I feel a bit wheezy and lightheaded because I haven't eaten anything for the past 24 hours. But the deal about, I don't know if you know what fasting is good for, so let's talk about it for a while I torture myself here with all of this, all of these bottles in front of me. I don't want to get distracted here on the topic. But okay, so fasting is good for a lot of things, and I've been intermittent fasting, doing intermittent fasting for a while. I stopped. I used to do it very often, but I stopped, and then I came back to doing it, and goodness, this is even harder than I thought, because I thought it would just, because I've been the whole day without drinking or thinking about water or food, and now that I'm in front of it and so close, it's actually giving me these cravings, and I can see that it's been 4 minutes and I have to wait 25 more minutes to do something about my thirst and quench it with one of these. So fasting is good for you because, well, it levels your levels. It levels your levels, your glycogen levels. It empties your glycogen storage. That is good to reduce type 2 diabetes. There's a lot of benefits. I'm not an expert by no means here, but what I've researched, that's what I'm getting. I'm telling you about fasting. Although I do feel a bit lightheaded. The first few days is the hardest, and the idea of reducing your glycogen storage is that you become keto adapted, and you can run on fat instead of carbs. And yeah, basically fasting will cleanse you also. It will help you focus more, not on the first day as you can see, but yeah, a lot of benefits to fasting. And the idea of doing this came when I was watching these chug videos where people would just chug water and drink as fast as possible. And my idea here is doing the complete opposite, is just staying here for like 30 minutes, trying to avoid and control myself and train myself to, I don't know, maybe have a strong have strong willpower, but I can't keep fidgeting with them, and as you can see, it's not an easy task, but it is good to keep you focused. I mean, it's been 24 hours or close to 24 hours, but by the time that I finish this challenge, it will have been 24 hours with no water and no food. And come to think of it, it's a bit harder now because I'm talking a lot more than I did during the day. And when you talk, your mouth dries up, and it's giving me this thirst that is making me have a hard time speaking, because I'm just thinking of quenching the thirst. And your body normally goes on for 3 days without any hydration. Sorry. See, my throat is getting dry now, and I'm starting to cough. Of course, dry fasting isn't recommended for everyone. I mean, you need to do it with caution and keep your exercise levels at a minimum. So I wouldn't recommend this. It's not dangerous or anything because, well, a guy my size, I mean, I have storage, energy stored, and I've got a lot of water to sweat out still, so okay. So the idea here is to tease myself, to train my self-control, gain more willpower, and to see how my body reacts while I sit here in front of what I'm craving. I'm doing this for the water, right? And the idea is that after I do this for the water, I'll drink the water, quench my thirst, and then I'll move on to food, which I believe is gonna be, it's really gonna be much harder with food, because the smell, goodness, I can't even imagine. But let's focus on this one first. But the idea is that on my next challenge, the 30-minute tease challenge, I'll do it with food. And yeah, that's all I have to say about that. I'm starting to think this wasn't a very good idea, because I'm really starting to feel the dryness in my mouth and my throat and my lips. But it's been 10 minutes, so I've got 20 minutes more to go. I'm not going to open this one because that's too much of a temptation. As soon as I open it and hear that that it's not a pop sound, it's a, you know, when you open sparkling water, you have that tss sound, and that's a trigger, I guess. Yeah. Kind of makes you think also that sometimes we take water for granted because we have access to water, who have access to clean water. And I don't want to get political or anything here in this video. I'm just saying that it makes you value these bottles even more. And I'm a guy that drinks a lot of water. Every day I drink at least 4 of these. At least 4 of these. That's 500 milliliters, which is equivalent to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 2 liters. Well, I drink 4 at a minimum, so that's 2 liters. And then I have 5 here, that's 2.5 liters, which is the recommended, at least for my weight. So this is kind of hard because I normally do intermittent fasting, but with water, and I haven't done much dry fasting. This is probably my 2nd time. So yeah, it's easier when you do intermittent fasting without without food, right? You don't eat food for a certain period of time, not 24 hours, unless you're doing OMAD challenge, like one day you eat something and then the other day you don't eat something, and yeah. But so that's easier because you're not eating for a certain period, but you're still drinking water, and sparkling water really helps control my hunger, and you get a bit of that, you get satiated because of the sparkling water and the sodium it has, and that helps throughout the whole process. You don't get as hungry, you don't think of food as much, and I think that's the big deal here. I went throughout my day, I went by not thinking of water, and I'm sitting here thinking of water because they're so close to me, and I can just open it, and it's funny. But yeah, maybe if I just sit through this and not think about it, maybe that would help. What about you? Have you ever done dry fasting? I'd love for you to comment down below. And I do have an Instagram account, which is Teacher Paul Eats. So you go at Teacher Paul Eats, you'll find my Instagram account. And I posted a few stories. There talking about the fast, the water fast during the day, and how hard it was. And you could follow me on Instagram to get that footage. And that's it. So go on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. I'll be posting more things, more content throughout the day. And yeah, this is something, I'll tell you that. And I'd love to hear from you guys. What type of food would you like me to eat here in the channel and try them out? Because there are many foods that I have not tried out, and I'm gonna make a video about that, which will be just a list of things that I haven't eaten yet. I haven't had the opportunity to eat yet, and restaurants that I would love to go to but I haven't yet. And here in the UK it's kind of hard to find you know, these big, not the big ones, I mean the fast food chains. The big ones are all over the world, especially here in the UK, but just some restaurants that you wish there were here in the UK, and there aren't. Like, for example, Outback Steakhouse. I know there was one back in 2000 and whatever, but it closed, and we don't have Outback Steakhouse here anymore. So there are some restaurants that I wish would come to the UK, to London more specifically, so that I could go there and try them out. Because I'm a foodie, so I go on YouTube, I search for different types of restaurants and food. I'm on Instagram looking at food also. It's kind of like it's just a hobby. Well, you guys are foodies, you know. And yeah. So the whole thing, the whole, I think I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so the whole thing, or the whole idea of going online and looking at food is that I'm looking for something to try out. And if it's not here in the UK, so I'm gonna have to travel for food, and that wouldn't be a problem. But you know, we are in hard times right now. We can't travel. There's a travel, not a travel ban, but there's a travel restriction right now, and I can't travel for food. And it kind of gets expensive. I mean, you're traveling just for food. Even though I have this thing when I travel, I normally try to go to McDonald's in every country I go to, and I try to take pictures. I'll put them up on Instagram. But my channel is rather new. I mean, I haven't done this for a long time yet. So I don't have the footage. And I think if you follow me on Instagram, that would be something interesting for you to look at and see the types of meals McDonald's has. And soon enough, when I start traveling again, I'll start making videos in each McDonald's in each different country, and I'll try to film them for you guys and review the food for you guys, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. If you're enjoying this video, I doubt it, because it kind of drags, because I mean, I'm not doing anything. I'm just trying to avoid drinking this cold, wet liquid that we know as H2O or water. But if you are enjoying it, like my video, subscribe, because this is gonna help me grow my channel, because it's really hard to start from scratch. I basically don't have any subscribers right now. I have one, which I would love to send a shout out to, but maybe by the time that I upload this video, I'm gonna have more, because I have 2 on the channel, so be sure to check that out. And I'm actually gonna post twice a week, so that's gonna be on Saturdays and Sundays, 12 p.m. I'm gonna try to stick to 12 p.m. If you aren't available, then you can go ahead and watch it afterwards, but set a reminder, 12 p.m. so you can have lunch watching my videos. And yeah, that's about it in terms of scheduling. It's really hard to, I think for the next video I'm gonna make a list of things that I want to talk about, but oh, there, I just opened another one. Now I have 2 open bottles. Great, awesome. So what I was saying is, it's kind of hard to talk to you while I don't know you yet, because it's a rather new channel. But once you guys start subscribing and commenting, I'm gonna read all of them. I'm gonna get to know you guys, and I can tell you about my life and what I've been doing, and that's it. So please comment, like this video, and I can't wait to drink this. Can't wait. Now I'm playing around with my water. My mother always told me to not play around with my food, but she never mentioned water. Goodness, I can imagine myself in the desert. What would that be like? Although I have been to a desert before. I can post a picture on Instagram. Let's talk about series. What's the last series you've been watching? What's the last series you've watched? Or what have you been watching? Since I've got to sit through this, and even though I would love to talk about water for 30 minutes, it's just not an interesting topic. So let's talk about series. And what series do you guys enjoy? I've been watching Community. That's the last one I watched. I think it's very interesting. I haven't reached season 4 yet, but I hear it's not the best. I'm on season 3, and I'm a real fan of, well, I didn't know it, but I really enjoy Chevy Chase, and I don't think I knew that before watching Community, because I've seen his movies before, and I don't know, I liked him so much, and I think he's funnier now that he's older. So yeah, I think he has the best chemistry, even though he does play a villain, because every series, every story needs a villain, right? An antagonist, which he kind of plays that part. And I love Donald Glover. His style of comedy, his timing, comedic timing, that's awesome. Yeah, but I have been watching other things as well, like Better Call Saul, which is a spin-off from Breaking Bad. And Breaking Bad is, well, I don't know if it's still, but it was my favorite series until I watched Game of Thrones, and then they were tied. But then, you know, season 8 Game of Thrones, season 8 or season 7? I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. Season 8? Yeah, it was a disappointment. But Breaking Bad did not disappoint me. I mean, everything that happened there was, you know, was supposed to happen. And I love it when a comedian does drama. Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, you're looking at a comedian and you're thinking, dude, this guy has talent for drama. And I love it when that happens. So Breaking Bad was awesome because of that. Bryan Cranston is a genius. I mean, I would love to watch something similar to that. And speaking of comedians going bad, I also am enjoying Ozark. Ozark, wow. I don't know if you watched Ozark, but the last episode of the last season, wow. Just what I expected. I mean, I'm not saying it was predictable, but it's just what I wanted to see. I mean, you know, that surprise and that shock. And I think that's why I love Game of Thrones, that shock, that you're not expecting that to happen and that happens. Yeah. So, yeah, talking about series is actually a good idea, because I got my mind off of water, even though I'm still spitting and salivating, and I'm going to show you guys. Just let me approach the camera here if I can. I'm kind of stuck here, but let me try to show you my lips and my tongue so that you can see and feel the real drama here. So that's what it looks like. Check it out. This could be a good thumbnail. and my tongue, that this is how. I don't want to gross anyone out. I'm just showing you how it is. Just showing it. There you go. Look at that. And that's it. That's what's going on with me right now. So I've never seen this type of content on YouTube, so I thought it would be interesting. A 30-minute tease. I mean, just to contemplate and value. Well, right now I'm valuing water, but I can imagine the food challenge will be even harder for me, because I don't think I'm going to be able to speak that much. And also, another thing that motivated me to do this was that you guys sometimes are fasting, and you guys sometimes are on a diet. So you look for these type of mukbang videos and food review videos so that you can quench your thirst or enjoy a meal without actually having to eat that. So it actually is kind of like therapeutic for you guys, because it actually helps you overcome your cravings, because you're watching somebody indulge while you can't. And I think that's the whole reason I'm actually doing this type of content, even though I've never seen it before, and it's something new. So if you enjoy it, and if you want to see how a person gets being food deprived or water or dehydrated, this is it. This is where you're gonna see it. So send it to your friends, share it. It's gonna be something new here in the channel and on YouTube. And I feel for you guys. I mean, I know you guys need to lose weight, and not all of you, but most of you that are struggling with your weight and you want to lose weight. And these videos help you indulge even though you're not consuming the calories and while you're fasting. I feel for you guys. So this is me stepping into your shoes and showing you that it's possible. You can control yourself. It is possible. So whatever you're doing, if you're fasting, if you're dieting, if you're just intermittent fasting, or whatever you're doing, if you have enough willpower, you can do it. You can get through it, and you'll be able to, to accomplish your mission and reach your objectives. And I think that's the biggest lesson here with this video. And I think this is, I mean, if it helped you, please comment down below and let me know. I mean, I know it's kind of like a drag, but yeah, I can see that talking to you guys, I mean, about movies and about these things as well, I mean, about my thoughts, has helped me reach 29 minutes. And I have one more minute to finish my objective, and I think I've said everything I wanted to say about the reason I'm doing this and how this can help people. And yeah, I have achieved something here, and I'm quite satisfied with my willpower and self-control. And with 30 seconds left, I just want you to know that my next video, I'm gonna be quenching my thirst. So please go there and see and watch it and like it and comment on it. I'm not gonna do it on this video because I have to stop it right now, or my camera will, I don't know, it just records 30 minutes. So I'll see you guys on the next video. Click here or here. See you.